What's going on, guys? This is Slime Boss here, and welcome back to another Crazy Cat podcast here on the Logo Movie. Today is a very special episode because not only is this going to come out in the middle of the week, it's not going to be like a regular episode, but we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct Mini. I know it's a few days late for this, but I think it'd still be interesting to talk. But of course, I'm joined by my usual co-host, Reverse Mailman and Ryujet. But today we have another special guest by the name of HylianHero 98 who runs the site Hylian Tidbits. How's life, Hylian?
In a post-direct mini world, it's amazing. It's everything we could have wanted. Of course, I'm being a little sarcastic, but it's a relief that we finally have something.
Yeah, at least we have something tangible this year, because originally we only had Fire Emblem, Pokemon, Smash, and Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
So, so today we're not going to be doing the usual. So we're just going to hop right into the Nintendo Direct and talk about everything that was shown off. So, how are you guys feeling about Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition? I don't know if Mailman or Reed, or I don't know if any of you guys have actually played the series. I definitely haven't.
Is it going to be a remake?
Yes, it is.
Like, yeah.
Got it.
So, with Xenoblade Chronicles being on the Switch now, I think that this will be a perfect opportunity for me personally to hop into the series and get Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive and Xenoblade 2. So, this is a perfect entry point for people.
Yeah. Xenoblade 2 is one of the best games on the Switch. I'm just going to throw that out there.
So you have played the games.
I've played the base game of 2, a little bit of the original on the 3DS. Didn't get very far because it did not play well on it, and I bought X. I did not like X at all.
I've heard that it's an unorthodox RPG.
Yeah, that's an accurate way of putting it.
If you saw my reaction to it, I kind of made fun of his voice, because Shulk's voice is so iconic now in Smash. What is this catchphrase? I'm really feeling it. And he's like, I can feel the Minato's power.
Buster!
Honestly, though, if Shulk was not added to Smash, I really don't know where this series would be right now. It's just amazing how big of an impact Smash has on smaller IPs.
And it's not just that; it's also the weird history. I'm sure, people like Source Gaming or what's the other? Did You Know Gaming will be able to tell us more about it. But it's like the fact that it was originally just going to be in Japan, and then everyone wanted it to come to the West, and it sort of just happened. It's like a weird happy marriage that eventually happened.
Yeah, it's great that Nintendo did America a solid, and I think it was just Japan, so Europe too, and just brought it over because people were crazy about that game at the time.
Now we just need Mother 3.
That'll be the day.
If Mother 3 ever comes out in America, I am getting it.
Anyway, the Xenoblade announcement not only just came with, more information about the game, but also the release date, which is in May, which a lot of people predicted, and it seems fair that it should be released in May. I don't remember the exact date, but
yeah, I believe it's the 29th, but it's absolutely fitting to go late spring, right before what used to be E3 time.
Yeah.
It's not going to be May for long.
And also is it an expansion or is it like a part of the main game? It's called Future Connected, and it's supposed to be an extension off of the original game story and possibly going to tie into Xenoblade 2.
From what I understand, it's kind of like how Torna was to Xenoblade 2, so kind of like an extra story that wasn't in the base game, but unlike Torna, it's just going to be on the cartridge with the remake.
Oh, okay. But speaking of it being a remake, it looks gorgeous. I looked at the comparison to the Wii graphics, and it's a huge overhaul.
Absolutely.
I'm starting to see if I should pick it up myself.
I will definitely be getting it day one. I'm not sure if I'll be playing it day one because of a certain PlayStation release, but I'm definitely excited for it.
What you want about?
Persona 5R?
No, The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh,
same day.
right. How dare you support people who I don't even know what they're doing behind closed doors recently.
I don't want to know, but I'm always with Naughty Dog.
Sounds
Yeah.
suspicious.
So, the next thing on the list, unless you guys want anything else to say about Xenoblade.
Nah.
I think we're good.
I mean,
The next,
you know,
Go ahead.
Xenoblade fans, man, I wish I had, like, I wish remakes just, okay, words are escaping me, but this remake seems really good for Xenoblade fans. Like, if we had more
Yeah, it is.
remakes like that, like, I feel like people would be way more excited for any remakes coming out.
Absolutely.
I think what's next for Xenoblade is possibly porting X, and then I think they're trying to make every single game available on the Switch so they can reveal an inevitable 3 or X2 or whatever.
Well, not
Oh,
really
mm.
Xenoblade related, but Monolith is working on a new IP, I believe, so maybe Xenoblade might be taking a back seat after the remake launches.
Yeah, that's true too. I forgot about that.
Would be a damn shame.
Did Monolith help with New Horizons like they did New Leaf?
I think I heard a headline that they did, but I'm not sure to what extent.
Okay. Because I know there's one other thing. It's a Zelda title that Monolith is working on too. So.
Yeah, they should be working on Breath of the Wild 2, I believe, just like they did
Oh,
with
okay.
Breath of the Wild 1.
Excited for that!
Oh, same.
I really wish they would have had something about Breath of the Wild 2 in here.
I didn't expect it, even if it was going to be a full direct, just because that's a June direct caliber announcement. That's going to be huge.
I don't know. I just feel like they could have put a nod or something.
Mhm.
Just say, hey, this game is still be working on. Just don't worry.
I
Well,
hope we
that's
get
gonna
the
With
happen.
how the
motorcycle.
world is right now.
We need the motorcycle. I need that motorcycle. Come on.
Called Motorcycle Zero.
I still haven't gotten off the Great Plateau, so
Seriously?
don't judge me. Yeah. Me and my
Disappointing.
cousin were trying to figure out how to climb the Temple of Time, and then someone told me there's a ladder behind it, and I was like, are you kidding me? It took me 2 hours just to figure out how to climb it.
Oh my god, I am inwardly cringing.
Dude, I think you have default enough stamina to do that.
I've done something worse, but I did find the ladder. It was in a
Anyway, let's
different-
move on from my cringe to something that I actually found interesting that I didn't know was gonna come to the Switch, but 3 2K games are coming to the Switch in the form of BioShock, what is it?
Borderlands.
XCOM 2.
Borderlands and XCOM, which is I'm not a fan of those games, but I know that a couple of my friends are and family members as well, and those games are huge, and it's very amazing for them to be finally coming to Switch.
I know about XCOM 2. I've seen the whole shebang with XCOM 2. Gone through it all, you know.
Yeah.
I can't wait for BioShock. That was rumored. I think it was rated on some ratings board a couple months ago, and I've just been waiting to play those games on Switch, so I'm really excited.
The hype is real.
There's another game that I don't know if it was rated or heavily rumored. It was the rumor was that it was supposed to be announced during the Game Awards, but it was supposed to be a Batman Arkham trilogy coming to the Switch, and that never happened, or something like that.
Aw. That would be really cool if that happened.
Well, are you guys good with the 2K games?
No, there's not really much to say outside of the big downloads that come with them
Oh,
that
yeah.
aren't on cartridge, which is disappointing, but I'm not surprised.
It's kind of like the Mega Man collections that had 2 games, but one of them was a download.
I just hope that, unlike Mega Man, they don't do a download code, but do something like Spyro did and just let it have a download that just opens up when you install the game.
Yeah. Another thing that I wanted to say was the trailer. It was really weird, and totally Nintendo, but not like these. Like it didn't represent these games at all, because most of them are pretty like gritty and like dark, and then like the trailer's all upbeat and like happy, and the Nintendo Switch Red. It's just so weird.
Yeah. I also feel the need to tell you that XCOM is essentially a mix between Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle
What?
and Fire Emblem.
And Fire what?
Fire Emblem.
Ah.
Anyway, the next game that was announced was Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, or no, it was the DLC for it, and I think it might be like the final one or the second to last one. And I heard really bad things about this game. And what I said in my reaction video was I thought that it was so bad like they would not do DLC anymore, but it looks like they're still doing that. But I don't know if any of you guys have played it yet, but what do you guys think about?
I haven't played it. I'm not a Marvel guy really, but I am so tired of hearing about this game. We've been hearing about it since like what? I want to say Game Awards 2018, and it's still just showing up
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's been in every
I
direct.
feel
Somehow
like
they have
I'd
to slide it
play
in.
the game first in order to have the right to say anything about it without getting my ear, without this video getting a bunch of comments.
On the bright side, for people who
Assuming
have
people watch
played
it.
this game, it looks fun for fans of the game. I mean, Fantastic Four just rolling around, you know. That
Yeah, I
looks
think-
pretty fun.
I think the series is pretty like popular, at least the older two games, but I just heard so much negativity about this game. But at least the character inclusions are nice, like almost on the level of Lego Marvel, like so many different characters in the game.
Lego Marvel was a blast.
Anyway, the next bit of news was I say Shinsekai Into the Depths, which is sort of like a indie Metroidvania type game that's set underwater, and it kind of reminds me of Subnautica a little bit. At first,
Oh yeah.
I thought it was Subnautica, but I don't even know if it's on the Switch or not. But apparently, what I've heard from it, especially from Game Explain, that it looks cool, but like it looks like it's kind of looking not good. Like like they're having mixed feelings about it, and I don't think I'll pick it up. I don't think it's interesting at all. But how are you guys feeling about it?
I have the gameplay on in the background, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Really, it really looks janky.
I mean, the idea looks really cool. If it was like on the level of like Ori or something like that.
Yeah.
Looks like a realistic underwater puzzle platformer. I don't know, underwater levels don't seem to do well in a lot of platforming games, so.
Good point.
I kind of wish now it was Subnautica.
I would have liked to see Subnautica on the Switch.
Anyway, well, I guess we have a collective understanding that it is not looking like a good game. But the next bit of news is Animal Crossing New Horizons, and they did not need to put this in the Direct. In the Animal Crossing Direct, they showed us that, yes, updates are coming. We all figured this. There's the Tom Nook Twitter account. We didn't need this at all. There was no point in sliding this in there. They announced what's going to be happening on, I don't know, I know it's Easter, but I don't know what they call it, Egg Day or something.
Bunny Day!
And then, Bunny Day, that's right. And Earth Day with Leaf. And it's good that they're giving these characters that are lost from New Leaf new roles. But I just don't think we needed this in the Direct. I feel like it wasted time.
I feel like it was cool. I haven't played any previous Animal Crossing games, but Bunny Day looks pretty cool, and I'm excited for that. I have no clue what's going to happen on Earth Day, if anyone else wants to explain if this is a thing that's happened before.
I've never played an Animal Crossing game either, but I just feel like we knew this already. Like we didn't need to know it in a Direct.
It seems kind of pointless because, yeah, we knew about Bunny Day since the Animal Crossing Direct. It's cool we have a free update with Leaf, but it's like you could have just dropped this in randomly on Twitter and it would have gotten just as much attention.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's also the fact that someone leaked a few weeks ago about the in this direct, or I don't know if they still have plans for it or what, that they were gonna add a paid DLC to Animal Crossing that's going to add a city that you could fly to, and you could like go to like a cafe, just like a bunch of stuff that's missing from New Leaf, that we're gonna be in this city island or whatever. So
Well, I
I
choose.
feel like that would have been better.
Feel like I choose not to believe that leak because that's way too exciting a thing to spoil for me.
It's not really spoiling, but
It just
I
seems
mean-
kind of pointless.
Whatever floats your boat, mailman.
I don't know. I just feel like all the charm that, because I'm watching Sugar Conroy's playthrough of New Leaf, and I feel like there's just so much missing in that
There
game that's
is.
not in New Horizons.
I don't know why they cut so much of it. Like the cafe, the police station, all the things that I wouldn't say are necessary are gone. I'm like, yeah, you're probably doing this just to add free updates down the line to keep the game exciting, but it's like, why get rid of it in the first place?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works with DLC.
I
Unfortunately,
mean, there's a
so.
lot of, yeah, and a lot of the things are, at least a lot of the things that were in the game were repurposed and made more sense in this game. Like, we don't need all the different ores and stuff, but now we have gold ore, and we can either sell it for a lot of money or craft gold tools. But everything in the game breaks, so what's the point? So, I mean,
What?
it's just it's just a balance of plus and minuses. But I still love New
Is this
Horizons
Minecraft?
anyway. So, yeah, it
It's
kind
an
of is
amazing
actually.
game.
Wait, did you hear me?
Yeah, it's sort of like Minecraft. There's actually like a crafting bench in the game. So, New Leaf was not like this at all.
Really?
Everything you had to buy. So,
Yeah.
Animal Crossing took a page out of Minecraft's book.
Yeah, go for it.
anyway, the next game that they showed off is I'm 99% sure that this is an indie game. It's called Good Job, and it looks hilarious. Like at the beginning, I was like, okay, this is really boring, but come like 2/3 into the trailer, I was like laughing really hard because it's just so dumb and like everything was flying everywhere. And basically, what it looks like, the premise of the game is like bridge constructor portal, like art design, and basically you have to get items to certain places because they break easy, and you can either just take it there slowly or you can wreak havoc and put it in that place. So, I mean, it looks interesting for if it is an indie game, but all in all, it's just, it's a good game. It looks like a fun game. That's
It's
all.
good.
That's all I can say.
Looks
It's
to
a
be
good
like
job.
Untitled Goose Game, but like it doesn't seem to have as much charm as Untitled Goose Game, but it looks to have the humor that Untitled Goose Game had.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, I think I said bridge constructor portal in my reaction video, but I was like, okay, we now at this point we need to get Portal and Half-Life on the Switch. Like, that would just be amazing.
We need TF2 on the Switch.
Nah, it's already free to play. Just throw it on your computer.
Yeah, but think about how cool it would be to have TF2 on the go.
What?
That's
It's
true.
no- It's like making.
Anything
Call of
else we have to
Duty.
say about Good Job?
They did a
looks-
good job on the
looks-
trailer.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, speaking of games that we want to the Switch, the next game is close your ears if you're under the age of 18, which is like 75% of us here. I don't know how old Hylian is, but enter Catherine Full Body, which is like 90% of Persona's fans slap in the face, and also Shin Megami Tensei 5. We're like, okay, let's port Catherine Full Body, but we're not going to give us Persona 5 or Shin Megami Tensei 5. But here you go, have a lewd game.
Only notes I have on this game is that Vincent is a simp.
Oh,
Oh god, damn it!
I saw in the end. Isn't Catherine a trap, or is that a different character?
Oh man, I thought you were better than this.
I had to do it.
Is
This is not
have you
winning.
have you played Catherine Hylian?
I have no knowledge about this game at all. I've heard about it. I know it's kind of like a puzzle game, but it's like I have
It's just
no
like give
idea.
us Persona at this
Exactly.
point.
I finally cracked and started playing Persona 5 a couple weeks ago on my PlayStation, but I'm like, I don't want to do this. I want to play it on the Switch.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
it looks fine.
yeah, I mean, for those people who like that, or just maybe just full supporters of Atlas, here you go. But for us, not so much.
Yeah.
For y'all,
Anyway, other
PD.
than Xenoblade Definitive, we have Ring Fit Adventure getting a free update, which I still haven't gotten it yet because apparently it's sold out everywhere. But I really want to get this game, and that rhythm mode just sold it for me. I love rhythm games, and to play like rhythm exercises with Nintendo music just sounds a whole lot of fun, and I'm so excited for this update.
Oh boy, I sure hope this doesn't replace Rhythm Heaven.
Hey,
Doubt it.
man, you alright, buddy? It sounds like your mic's cutting out randomly.
Oh no, I just got pushed to talk on.
Of course you did.
I'm glad they're
Hylian, how are you
supporting-
feeling about this?
I'm glad they're supporting these more experimental things. Like Labo VR got a good bit of support. I'm happy Ring Fit is because from what I've heard, it's selling very well. I haven't gotten it yet, and I will at some point, but it's not something I'm dying to play right now.
Yeah. It's almost like it reminds me of the Wii days, really.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
I
call me a stick in the mud or whatever, but Ring Fit sold pretty well. This rhythm thing just feels like a advertisement to me because they've got this really well-selling game that had an extra thing you had to buy for it, and now they got this new mode that advertises the other games on the Switch.
yeah,
It's true.
I don't know. I mean, like I guess you could say the same thing about Animal Crossing, or at least New Leaf, not New Horizons, but like there's some of the best furniture items in New Leaf were Nintendo-based items, and I guess you could say that's a big advertisement too. So anytime you put Nintendo references in games are basically advertisements by that
Yeah,
logic.
true.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This is-
this definitely sold it for me.
This is like a whole new mode dedicated to other Nintendo songs, though. Like, are they gonna put can you do it the rhythm thing to Ring Fit music, or is it just
I'm sure.
Nintendo music?
I'm sure there's default music.
Yeah.
Ooh, what would be cool if they added music over time? They could like say, "Hey, you have the Pokemon Let's Go save file. Maybe you can do like a Let's Go medley or something like that,
Melody.
like
That'd be
the
cool.
Spirits."
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Get some ARMS music in there.
Arms?
Yeah,
The ARMS soundtrack slaps. I'm just gonna say that.
it does. It does though.
Good. Don't be embarrassed. It's good.
I can't
Someone
say
said it
anything
was.
bad.
Someone said it was horrible because all the songs in the album just have the same oh.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
It just Ring Fit. This update to Ring Fit makes me want to see more from Labo and possibly just making the Labo VR its own thing, or like like an actual Nintendo Switch VR.
Hmm.
It makes me want them to see them branch out with these older stuff from the Switches, like ARMS.
Labo for Smash.
Oh god.
Well, it's
Oh god, I
already
remember the
evolving.
Labo Man. The Labo Man from the guy who did the animation. That was so good. I wanted that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's fair to move on to King's Bounty 2. This looks like a Fire Emblem game that kind of looks like what's that one board game? Catan. That's what it is. It
Yeah,
reminds me of Catan. I have no feelings toward this game.
I forgot it was in this direct until I caught up and watched it. I have no interest whatsoever.
Yeah. I assume the same was for. You felt the same for Good Job then.
Good Job was fine, but it's like I come to directs for Nintendo games mostly,
Yeah.
and that being one of the only ones, if the only new game they announced, I was very unsatisfied. But we'll save that for discussion for later.
Yeah, I really like. This is Nintendo, and usually in every direct they have some form of Mario in there. There was nothing
Yeah.
Mario or Zelda related in here.
Well,
So
I don't know. Smash might count.
okay, I
Does it
guess.
though?
Kinda. I don't know.
King's Bounty looked kind of plain though.
Yeah. It looks like a port. It might be a port from somewhere. Maybe like a Wii U eShop game or something. I don't know.
I'm sure it's an older title. Most games Nintendo gets from third parties are.
Anyway, the next game is something that we can all get pretty vocal about. One of our most recent episodes that came out was talking about our predictions for what the Smash second wave of DLC was going to be. And they announced the first fighter in here. Well, the game from which the first fighter is coming from. And that's ARMS.
Yeah.
Finally,
me
I'm
off
excited.
guard.
It did. It catch us all off guard. I'm excited, but I just really wish this ARMS character was like part of the base roster in the game. Like
If
it
I
would have
had to
made more
guess-
sense that way.
If I had to guess, if it is like a main guy from the main thing, it's going to be Ninjara. Just throwing it out there.
I'm thinking it's going to be either Min Min or Twintel.
There are so many options, honestly. I'm
What I was-
thinking, I'm thinking
Well,
it's gonna
just
be
throwing it out
a thing
there.
like Hero, where it's a bunch of different ARMS characters.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
Yeah, they could
that'd
do
That's a good
that.
idea. Well, this is kind of related still. Like the next announcement was they're doing like a demo thing for ARMS, but I don't think we really need to talk about that. So I'm just bringing it up because it seems like they're doing it's pretty odd that they're doing a lot of ARMS promotion. Do
Really
you guys
trying
think
to
that
push
maybe? Do you think that maybe like a sequel's coming?
Plausibly.
If not this year, absolutely next year.
They're
And if they
definitely
do
trying.
do that, why wouldn't they do an ARMS 2 character to promote ARMS 2? Maybe it's like
require
a
the game to be
Snake Eye.
wouldn't it?
No? What's it called? I forgot what character was in Smash before the game came out.
Springman was a assist trophy, and Ribbon Girl was a me costume. If that's what we're talking about.
I don't think me costumes discount characters. That's for
Absolutely
sure.
not.
Also
King K. Rool
in
is a me costume.
that's true. Also in like Smash Melee and Brawl, there's a couple assist trophies that were in the game before the game ever came out. I obviously I'm watching the Let's Play of New Leaf right now, so this is kind of fresh in my head. But KK Slider's assist trophy in Melee came out before Animal Crossing released in the West, so it's very plausible that they could be promoting ARMS 2.
Plausibly
possible.
now. If we could, yeah. The whole.
And also, if we're getting an ARMS character, why aren't we getting Rex and Pyra? I mean, come on.
This
It'll
brings up
happen. I'm confident.
Waluigi, Shovel Knight, all those nerds. Springman gets in. We could get Waluigi. It raised my spirit so high.
It nullifies the assist trophy rule.
I really
yeah.
hope Springman makes it in.
I think
Well,
if it was going to be Springman, they wouldn't have made such a big deal to be like, "Oh, who's it going to be?" That
Yeah,
kinda
that's true.
defeats the
I mean,
purpose.
yeah.
No. But everyone seems to think that assist trophies can't make it in. And so it's like, are they going to nullify the assist trophy rule? Will they? Are they going to? Or is it going to be someone who's not one of the main characters?
That's
Yeah,
the thing,
speaking
though.
of
Go ahead.
speaking of Waluigi, me and Ryujet's boss, we were just talking to him, and he plays Smash too, and he was like, "Oh yeah, definitely, Waluigi is coming to Smash, no doubt. If they don't do it, then I think the whole world will be pissed off, and then they already are." So
This would just be lemon in the cut wound.
yeah,
Okay,
Go
getting
ahead.
into like the actual ARMS character though, it could be anyone from Springman to Ribbon Girl, Twintel. Helix is
The
my
very-
personal favorite. I really like Helix.
I like Helix too.
Helix
Then
is
you got
great.
Min Min, Springtron, Ninjara. There's a lot of options here.
Ooh, Springtron.
That would be interesting.
It's
My
like
craft-
Robot Springman.
What were you gonna say, Hylian? Sorry, we've just been cutting you off.
Honestly, I don't even remember at this point. I think I was gonna go off of like I don't think it'll be an ARMS 2 character if the game is announced, just because they put up the image of all the ARMS 1 characters, and like that kind of defeats the purpose if it's not any of the characters on that poster.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, no matter what character it is, we can basically probably assume what their moveset is going to be. But what do you guys think about that? Like, I obviously like their jab will just be basic punches. A lot of people are going back and forth on whether or not their final smash is going to be the rush attack. What do you guys
It
think?
should be.
I mean,
It
it'd
definitely
make
should be
it
the
for a
rush attack.
pretty easy final smash.
It basically
there's
is.
so many exactly like it. It's like
The
90% of final smashes now. Just knock them in the air, hit them a lot, and then launch them.
The up special is going to be a tether. That's what I can pretty much guarantee here.
I
Yeah.
feel like a
Yeah.
lot of things will be tethered, including the grab.
His grab is gonna whoever grab it's gonna be broken. I just know.
Oh, it's going to be Marth's grab from Melee.
This character is literally going to be Little Mac with more range than the Belmonts, just like no super armor. There's going to be hitbox issues with this character. Like you thought Mewtwo was bad, Piranha Plant's down special. No, when this character attacks once, their hitbox is gonna go nuts.
But it's only going to be straight, though. You probably won't be able to angle it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe
Yeah.
curve it like Pit's arrow, but that's about it.
You can use down air from on the stage and hit Piranha Plant's head, and if he's off stage, you get that spike. He's dead because he tried to down special you from off stage.
What if they use like the springs as because some characters have like two recoveries. One being if you're in midair, it'll like do a special move, but if you're on the ground and you use a recovery, it's slightly different. I wonder if the arms character, if you're in the middle of the air, it'll like launch its arm out and like grab the edge, or maybe the second one could be like if you're on land, it'll just push up with its arm instead, like a spring.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's just an idea.
Possible.
I'm just excited to play as an ARMS character. Like you guys have said, they should have been in the base roster. I was rooting for them, and it's just nice to see they finally made it now.
Mailman's
Hopefully
idea of
same
the
will happen
whole
for Rex and
them
Pyra.
kind of doing what they did with Hero has me excited. If
Yeah.
they do that, it's gonna be stupid cool.
I want Helix in the game though. Helix is so fun. If I haven't played ARMS, but if I did play ARMS, I'd be playing Helix.
Did you guys like the pun that the Nintendo Direct did?
Well,
Oh, the development time's
which
going to be
one?
extended.
Whoa! Glad to know I
Alright.
have another dad.
Well, I mean, you have the entirety of Animal Crossing too. So,
Oh yeah.
speaking of, they don't have Dr. Skrunk in the game.
who dat?
Wait, they don't?
I don't think so.
Oh Jesus!
Dr.
Again, I'm watching the New Leaf Let's Play, and
Who
he's
is?
the best character in the game.
Wait,
I guess it
what?
makes sense. Club LOL isn't in the game, so Guess that
Yeah,
should.
I mean, like he could have another role too.
Who's Dr. Skrunk?
Who are these people?
You gotta look him
He-
up.
He used to be in New Leaf. He'd give you the emotions, but now the villagers do that in New Horizons. So guess
Oh,
he's
yeah.
I just love his dopey dance that he does at the end of the skit. Anyway, moving on. Bravely Default 2. Why is it
Oh,
not
he's
called
an
Bravely Third?
Axolotl. Okay, now
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sad.
Yeah, okay. Anyone here played the Bravely series?
I briefly touched the first
Nah.
one when it came out, played like 4 hours of it, and dropped it. It was good, but just didn't keep my interest.
How is it for a Square Enix game, like, compared to heavy hitters like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Dragon Quest?
I'm gonna be bold, and I've never played Final Fantasy. I don't like Kingdom Hearts, and
How
I
dare you.
barely touched Dragon Quest. I know. I just could. I tried playing the first Kingdom Hearts, and I just could not get into the gameplay.
Oh.
I don't think I can either, but I just love the story so much. Like, it's more of
Yeah.
a game that I would rather watch than play.
Absolutely.
But I bought all the
may do
games
that at some
anyway.
point.
What? Like you'd watch?
I bought all the
video?
games anyway. No,
You know,
a
I
Let's
have
Play.
the exact opposite problem as you guys. It's like I get into the gameplay of a Kingdom Hearts game and I'm like, yeah, this story is crap, but I sure do enjoy mashing the X button.
About Bravely Default though, usually most RPGs feel a bit different from one another. Pokemon, it's Pokemon. I don't even think I can describe it. Kingdom Hearts, it's about the Love Heart, Dark Bark, Keyblade. And Bravely Default doesn't seem like there's anything too different about it. Like, there's the Bravely, and then there's the Default. Oh, wow. Great.
Oh,
Right.
about that.
And guess what? They literally called it BP, which I was like, the first thing I thought in my mind was Bros Points. So
I can't wait to be able to shield attacks. That sounds like such an interesting mechanic I haven't seen before.
yeah,
Never seen it
that's the
before in my
thing.
life.
You know, it was at this point in the direct where I realized, hang on, so this is the plague is kind of going to make this a little bit more lackluster of a direct, isn't it? Like, cause
Yeah.
they don't wanna like reveal any big news that they can't follow up on later.
Are you guys fully expecting a direct in June?
At this point, yeah, because it's like I'd love one to come sooner, but after waiting almost 7 months and getting what we got now, I don't have high hopes for directs this year.
Also, didn't Nintendo say that they're not going to be attending the digital E3?
Not that I'm aware of.
Digital
because like
E3?
E3 said that they're going to do a digital event and people can, watch that, but I don't know if
few of them
Nintendo is
have
confirmed.
A few of them have confirmed they're going, like Square Enix and Microsoft, but Nintendo hasn't said one way or the other.
Yeah.
I feel
I'm sure they'll be
if-
there.
I feel like if they're not at E3, there is probably going to be some Nintendo news like a couple days or maybe a couple weeks after E3 when it would have been.
Yeah. That's
I
fair
don't
to
know.
say.
It's kind of like the time is ticking for them to announce something about their lineup. I get they want to keep their cards close to their chest at this point, but it's like it's already April and Xenoblade launches in 2 months. Then we're back to having nothing to look forward to from them. And
It's Mario's 35th. Come on.
we'll see.
35th. I thought
But
it was in
like,
his 40s.
It's the anniversary, not his actual birthday.
Oh, you look like a complete retard up in here.
I thought he was.
I
in his
hope they
20s.
don't watch them be like, hey, you guys wanted to celebrate Mario's 35th? Well, here's Mario All-Stars on SNES Online.
Is it in his
That hurt.
like early 20s?
What?
Character, I'm pretty sure in like his 20s.
That's what I was thinking.
Anyway, next is the biggest piece of news, both for me and Game. I know I've been referencing Game Explain a lot, but sometimes they have good opinions. Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics. I am excited for this one.
Yay!
Oh
Wow.
god, I can't wait to play Wii Tanks.
Yo, yo, yo! I can't wait to play 4 in a row.
What?
The Connect 4 ripoff.
Yeah.
The first,
know-
like, the trailer was also hilarious too. Like him
I
trying to
laughed-
name all the games.
I laughed so hard when they brought up 4 in a row. And they got Texas Hold'em. They're supporting gambling now. Nintendo is a gambling company.
woke.
They had
They've always been. They've always been a gambling.
They had Luigi gambling, but now they're extra gambling.
I mean, look at 90% of the Pokemon games.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, they also got Uno, but it's called Last Card.
I already have Uno on the Switch, so I don't need that. But I
Don't you
looked
wanna
at
get
like
it a second time?
there's a lot of good games on there, and one of which is like Mancala, Wii Tanks, stuff like that. So
They replaced Duck Hunt with Duck Hunt, but with balloons.
I just want to
Yeah.
see the quality of that bowling game, just to see if it's as good
Oh,
as Wii
God.
Sports, which I doubt.
that's another thing too. A lot of these games are like making me beg for games to come to the Switch. Like with Good Job, I want Portal. Catherine, I want Persona 5. Clubhouse Games, it makes me want Wii Sports and Wii Play on the Switch.
Same.
Wouldn't
And,
it be
all these games are like what could have been.
They should
Yeah.
reveal another Mii game for the Switch. There isn't really much use for the Miis in this game as compared to the other consoles.
Aren't they kind
Tama-
of moving away from the memes?
I think
Tamagotchi
we're done with
HD.
them.
I love the
Tamagotchi Life was
Miis.
great.
The Mii
Oh,
games are the best.
Another thing with
Uh,
Animal Crossing is that you can't make your character look like a Mii anymore either.
That was
Oh.
terrifying in New Leaf.
But it's it's a good idea, and they
It is a good
didn't
idea.
they didn't do anything with it.
To this
Um,
day, I forget the Mii Maker is on Switch. Nobody ever uses it.
Because it used to be an app. It's not an app anymore.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
use-
embedded into the system.
I used it to make Sans for Smash until Sans came to Smash.
Anyway, next up is Ninjala, and a lot of people have mixed opinions about
This
it.
ninja game.
It's
Not gonna lie.
Knowles-
When I
Knowles Dodd, who was on here previously, our guest, said that he's actually kind of excited for Ninjala, all things considered. But is this a Nintendo IP? Is this like another ARMS Splatoon?
No, it's made by a third party, but
Okay.
it definitely takes a lot of
second.
inspiration from Splatoon.
And Fortnite?
Yeah.
No. It looks to be a very interesting concept. You know, it's like basically if games like Overwatch and Battle Royales, to be unnamed, decided that they wanted to be mainly melee focused with swords.
Or Bubble?
attention gained.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this game whatsoever.
I was
So-
hoping when it was announced in 2018 that it'd be more of a single player type game, but once seeing it now, I've kind of lost interest too.
It reminds me of Wonderful 101. That's what it reminds me of.
I can see that.
Wonderful 101 needs a freaking Smash representative.
Hopefully someday.
Wonderful 101 is coming to the Switch, so that's at least something to look forward to.
Yes.
Epic.
Next up is an interesting game. I'm pretty sure this is a really old game, but I have no idea. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. And you guys might remember I referenced this game. In our first episode of the podcast. I said Nintendo announced this weird game that has Star Wars Force and like ragdoll mechanics. I was telling Jed about it because one of his games was the Force Awakens. So
Force Unleashed.
This is the game I was referring to. And apparently there's another game that's being made with it called Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, but these games don't look anything interesting to me. They look fun, but not for me.
It's nostalgia.
Yeah, basically. With all they're grabbing cash where cash exists because the Star Wars films are going through something right now.
It's interesting how much Disney we're getting on the Switch.
But we can't get Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, that too. Can't get that. Oh, you guys don't remember the Tissum Switch? That's like the best version of the Switch.
Oh, Tsum Tsum?
Yeah, Tsum, whatever. Tissum.
The game of last year, best game of the year.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Truly men of culture here.
Anything else about Star Wars Jedi Academy?
Pass.
Nah.
Alright, Panzer Dragoon Remake. Anyone have nostalgia for this game? I've never even heard of it until when they announced it last year.
Before E3 last year, I had no idea about it either.
Is it a Sega game? Pretty sure. Like a Saturn game? I don't know.
Oh, is this the part where they just started blasting out random names for random games that I haven't heard about before?
Right before that.
Yeah, I have no clue what this is.
Nothing about Panzer Dragoon then?
No.
Oh, is this the weird dragon flying one?
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Man.
Anyway,
people could be playing Spyro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, next is that one part where they throw out a bunch of games in compilation. So I'm just gonna... Sorry, I heard something. I'm just gonna name those games. I don't think we have anything to say about it. Unless you guys do have something to say, then go ahead and tell me afterwards. But first was Trials of Mana. The second one was Fuser, which looks like Guitar Hero. Elder Scrolls Blades, which is pretty big, if you're an Elder Scrolls fan. Warhammer 40,000. Vigor. Sorry, I'm watching it. Burnout Paradise, which is apparently a pretty huge franchise as well. One step closer to GTA, and another step closer to GTA, Saints Row 4 Re-Elected. Legend of...
What? Hello? What? Hello?
Hello, we good, Slime? Nope.
Slime?
I do not have any interest in Mr. Driller, but it's just kind of ironic that this game sort of came out at a time where I was into those looking at those games. So, Minecraft Dungeons, which I know a lot of us are excited for, and that was about it.
Sorry, but pause. My internet just went out for a second there. I don't know. I just
Hello? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
I'm back now, but I was gone for a sec.
Alright. Well, that was about it for the compilation. Anything you guys have to say about those games? Obviously, I'm excited for Minecraft Dungeons and maybe a couple of those other games I'll look into, but Saints Row is probably the biggest one in there for people.
Yeah, it is.
It is out?
Yeah, it came out, I think, the 27th.
Yeah, dude, Saints Row is actually from the freaking Xbox.
So it's pretty big. Alongside the 2K games. I think that they should have put the 2K games in there, in that little compilation section. Finally, Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion pass.
Heck yeah.
Again. We didn't need to know more about this.
Direct?
Yeah, we had a Pokemon Direct. We didn't need this. Unless they were giving us some new information, they really didn't. I mean, kinda. But they could have posted this on Twitter, as they usually do with Pokemon. If it's a smaller announcement.
the best new information that came out of this is knowing that Mustard is an absolute beast.
Oh,
Mustard?
and they give you a free legendary.
What?
Dude,
Cubfu.
Cubfu and Mustard, when Cubfu started like mock punching Mustard's fists, his palms, the palms of his hands, he was punching so fast, and Mustard was just standing there taking it. This is not your everyday old man.
Yeah.
This guy could probably beat up a legendary Pokemon with only his fists.
Uh-huh.
Well, this conversation lasted a bit longer than I thought it would. So
Yeah,
how are you guys feeling overall about everything shown in the Direct?
I am very, very tired.
I'm excited for ARMS. I want to see what's
Yeah.
going to happen there.
It's just
I
kind of
am too
frustrating though
excited
that
for ARMS.
it's like ARMS was the biggest announcement of the Direct, and technically we know nothing really about it, and it's DLC for a almost year and a half old game at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're awaiting something bigger. Kind of like the Sonic movie. Huh. We're making a lot of references to our past podcast today.
Yeah, we are.
Again, another thing that we forgot to mention. What are those things called when they're on the older side of the human race, and they're kind of related to
Monkeys.
bombs. Okay, boomer. All right. It's a staple.
Staples.
It's a staple in our podcast to reference Waluigi and Okay, boomer.
Oh yeah.
So anything else about the Direct? I think that it was inoffensive. I think I feel like we needed a little bit more to satisfy everyone's hunger for a Direct, but again, it was inoffensive. A few things that I wish that they would have done better. Put the 2K games in the what's coming to Switch section, and Good Job and King's Bounty. And then New Horizons and Pokemon did not need to be there whatsoever. And everything else was just fine.
This is the kind of Direct I would expect in January or even early February, not after almost 7 months of being without any form of Direct, and then they drop this, which essentially told us nothing about Nintendo's lineup. It's not offensive or anything, but it's extremely disappointing.
Yeah. Based on your profile pic, it seems like you're one who is anxiously awaiting Pikmin 4.
At this point, I've kind of lost hope in Pikmin 4 coming at least anytime soon. Miyamoto likes to take his time with them, but that Pikmin 3 port has been rumored for so long. Just give me it already.
Hey, what if Pikmin 4 was just Hey Pikmin?
Miyamoto already confirmed that's not the case, but that would hurt so much.
I've heard that we're finally. Can I fucking speak?
Just someone go.
I've heard that the Sinnoh remakes are coming out, but they're Hey You frickin' games.
Oh, please no.
Just give
The
us
remakes of Hey You.
No,
Hey You Pikachu, Pokemon Snap.
Everyone's looking for
Pokemon
Pikmin.
Snap would actually be very welcome.
Everyone
not make the freaking Sinnoh make remakes. Hey You Pikachu's.
You mean Let's Go?
Yes, that.
Oh God, I think what they should do is they should remake XD and Coliseum next, and then they should do a Gen 2 Let's Go.
Everyone's looking forward to Pikmin and all that. But you know what I'm really looking forward to? The next F-Zero game.
There's going to be another F-Zero game? Since
yeah,
when?
man. I can't wait for it to come out.
But it's going to look like Star Fox.
Wow.
You don't remember Star Fox Grand Prix?
Oh, that was my favorite game of 2018.
That's a thing?
No, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Good.
How cool would it be if they brought an online F-Zero game, like an actual competitive racing game to the Switch? Like
That'd be cool.
there's Mario Kart, but that's a bit more casual.
Yeah,
Is it?
absolutely.
I think that's Retro who was making the new Star Fox game. So
Supposedly.
we're basically waiting for Retro right now. That's all we're waiting on. Because they have Prime 4, they have a bunch of stuff. So
This time,
really
make
don't know
Donkey
what's going on
Kong's
with them.
Island catch on fire.
Speaking of Donkey Kong, where are the country games on SNES Online? I don't get that.
That makes sense. Nintendo's not going to do that.
Why would they do something that makes sense?
Alright, I think this has gone on for a little way too long. I actually didn't expect it to go this long, but we had a very good conversation.
Yeah, we did.
Absolutely.
Thank you, HylianHero, for joining us, and maybe you can come on again for the next direct if there is one, ever.
Alright.
Oh, I'd love to whenever Insert Direct Here comes out.
Nintendo
Yeah.
Directs are canceled.
That's
Uh,
it. Shenanigans.
Hashtag
I wish we
directs
could-
aren't real.
I wish we could just cancel, like Nintendo can cancel directs, we could just cancel the plague.
The
Anyway,
Play
thank you.
canceled the Directs.
Anyway, thank you, Hylian.
Of course.
Hope to see you again, and link in the description to find all of us. Once again, Hylian's Twitter account will be in the description below, and anywhere else that we could find you.
No, just at HylianHero on Twitter, and as you pointed out in the beginning, at Hylian Tidbits is my site. I don't really use it anymore, but maybe someday I'll resurrect it.
Yeah, there's nothing to even say on there if there's no directs.
I think
No-
my
no
last
offense.
my last post was why Breath of the Wild 2 will be at the Game Awards. So you know what? I don't think that aged very well.
Alright.
I don't know.
Well-
It might still come to the Game Awards.
Wrong Game Awards though.
Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Hylian, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Adios.
Hero-
Hallelujah.
Bye.